My name is John Vigorita, and this is the first conversation for my final paper. And I will be interviewing my father, Vincent Vigorita. Okay. Now I got to...
No, the other one.
Okay, so Dad, being that you have experienced an unwavering amount of meaningful lessons in your life, what would you say is the first lesson that stands out in your mind, or that you would want to pass down to me that maybe your father
Yes.
instilled in you?
Well, my father, unfortunately, you never met because he died young. He had a lot of very, very good sayings. And one of them was, there's no excuse for bad manners. Another one?
That is, I've heard that before, but yeah, you could keep. If there's
Another
anything
one
else.
my father always used to say, I must have heard it 1,000 times, there's a time to fish and a time to mend the nets.
Yep, I've definitely heard that one over the years. And what would you say, like, is a time in your life when you've had to mend the nets?
Well, this is a good time with COVID. We have a lot of time on our hands, and I think it's a good time to sit back, think about all the good things that have happened, and not just run around crazy doing things. Just think about the time we have on our hands now and how we can reflect.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the way to go, actually, now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially when there's like so many people in need right now. It's important to
Right.
focus on what's important. I think mending the nets is something that we can do right now. All right, so in my philosophy class, we closely studied Friedrich Nietzsche's aphorisms on independence. When you decided to go to medical school after graduating from college, did you feel that this was breaking what your family wanted you to do, or was it going along with the culture and tradition of your family? All right, yeah, continue.
Yeah, my parents never indicated any preference for what either me or my 3 siblings should do with our lives. They just wanted us to be happy,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted us to choose something that would be productive for us and for the society that we live in. But no, I never felt pressured to actually do any kind of profession. I just chose it on my own.
Yeah, I definitely felt the same way growing up. I think you definitely instilled that within me as well.
Good, I'm glad to hear
Being able
that.
to choose whatever I want to do freely and what makes me happy. So being that you have years of medical experience and would be well equipped to care for a COVID-19 patient in some way or another, how do you feel our country is handling the spread of the virus? Do you have any predictions about where we might see our country in the coming years, and how do you expect the country to change in?
Yeah, well, I think we're doing as good a job as we possibly can, given the immensity of the pandemic. I think this will change the country enormously, because we don't really know what we're going to be going back to, and it won't be for a while, in my opinion. But certainly we've learned lessons already that, depending on other countries, for essential healthcare equipment, that seems to me that's pretty precarious position to be in. We have healthcare workers who are depending now on local governments and in some cases the federal government trying to secure personal protective equipment for nurses and doctors and other healthcare workers from other countries. It's crazy. So I think in the future we'll see a lot more of that change.
And how do you see it affecting well, since we've talked about you going and choosing medical school as part of your life choice, and
Right.
a little bit about the life lessons that your father instilled in you, how do you think the current pandemic is going to affect someone like me who has just graduated from college and is kind of at a stage in my life where it's unclear where exactly I want to go? How do you think?
Well, Tommy, I think actually you're fortunate because you're able to finish college in a relatively